With the head section of HTML, we are learning about the HTML page structure with that of HTML page and its structure. And in we learned about title, how we can what is the purpose of title and how do we define the title. So in the head section, the purpose of title we learned about. Now while working with define the HTML page structure. So we have in the HTML page structure, we have these options configured, the document scope and title. So what is the purpose of title and how do we configure the title? That is one example I given to. So this is a simple syntax how we can configure the title. Yeah. Next, in the head section, after understanding title. So another option that we need to know is we have in the head section regularly used option is link. So technically, what is the purpose of link and how do we use link? So the basic option about link. So generally, the head section comprises of link element. So it is used to link external documents. Link external documents like favorite icons, favorite icons, style sheets, etc. What are style sheets? You are going to learn later. We will see how to deal with them. And important is so link is used to link external document. Currently, we can see so favorite icons, how we can create favorite icons. Later, when you are learning CSS, we can understand about how to use style sheets and all. Technically, head section, so title, and we have a link option. Generally, what is the purpose of link is you can link any external file like Generally, every website have a favorite icon. So how to create favorite icons? Example I will show you. So favorite icon actually called fav icon actually. We call it as fav icon. Fav icon is used for bookmarking. It is used for bookmarking. So it is a shortcut icon. Shortcut icon linked with the web page. With the web page to display in title bar and to display in title bar and save in bookmarking actually. So that is the favorite icon. How to design favorite icon, we will see that actually. So how we can keep a link in the head section. So let's go to the project. This is our project. In the project, currently we have only one file called index. Now we will create a new folder. So there is a new folder button. And in that folder, click new folder and I will give as icons. So we will keep all icons in this folder. Always organize all the files in separate folders as per the behavior and functionality. That will be good. Now in this icons folder, create a new file and name this as fav icon. And usually icons must have extension .ico. ICO is extension for icons. Icon is a small image, so icons must have extension .ico. Many people ask like, so can I use JPG? Can I use PNG? JPG is working, PNG is working. They may work, but we don't care. Why? Because the point is, when you are designing, you have to follow the standards, and according to the standards you need to design. If you miss the standards on internet especially, your website is ignored by the search engines, and they will never find your website. They will ignore your website and they will never show in the search results. So that's the reason it's very important that we have to design websites and we have to follow the standards. So as per the standards, we need to design. Like everything matters in this, even which color you choose. So which font you choose also matters. That is what we are going to learn as a stack developer. So we are not just learning ordinary HTML like other people. We are learning HTML for the development of applications as per the standards. So we have to learn a lot of standards. We have to follow the standards in building application. That is the reason anyone may come up with an option like they say, I can use JPG file, I can use PNG file. You can use them, but that will not be the correct requirement for favorite icons. It is not as per the standards. Many browsers may ignore that. That's the reason we don't take chance. As per the standards, favorite icons will have extension .ico. Now your favorite icon is designed, means ICO icon is there. We have to create the design for this icon. So to favorite icon, online several websites are present. You can use those softwares. You can use professional photo editing software like MS Paint. You can use that, or simply you can go online. You can see online. So you will find you can just Google for icon creator. When you icon creator, when you search for icon creator, so many will come. You can just click and use this. Actually, these are all ready-made softwares online. You can create icons. So that means you can click create icons. It will show you an icon creator. And here you can design an icon, and they will give you some predefined shapes, colors, effects, and all. You can create the icons, you can save the icons, you can download them, and you can use them for your website. So it is easy to get different types of symbols, icons, and create them and configure them. You can go online, download, and use them. Or you can use generally your software. Like suppose currently we will design this icon, ICO. For that we will use MS Paint. So how to open this? Open file in MS Paint. So right click and reveal in Explorer. It will open in File Explorer. In the File Explorer, in icons, so we have Fav icon. Right click and open with MS Paint. Open with MS Paint or any photo editing, any activity. And here, whenever you're designing a favorite icon, one important point about favorite icon you need to know is technically what you should know about favorite icon. This is a key concept here. Observe carefully the size of favorite icons as you are designing favorite icons. Like, so favorite icon, fav icon must have extension .ico. And another point is default size for favorite icon. So for fav icon is 16 into 16 pixels. 16 into 16 pixels. Height and width. You can I use more size also? You can use more size also, but actually favorite icons usually will have very, you've seen that favorite icons have very less space. Favorite icons where the icons are displayed. Favorite icons are displayed. You can see in the title they are displayed. This is the favorite icon. That means you have new tab and there is an icon. Favorite icons are displayed here. Favorite icons are displayed that at that location. Icons are displayed. And very important is when favorite icon is displayed at that location. Technically, it is displayed at that location. So you cannot design a large image there. Small space is there. So if you large image, it will not fit into that and it cannot display properly. That's the reason we have to use different. So, okay, what I'm doing now is suppose I'm designing an icon here. So how to adjust the page size in MS Paint, you know. So you can adjust this white space, right, with the borders we have. You can adjust this and page size. And this is the page size. And you can see pixels. You can adjust that and you can define that size and you can keep it to 16 into 16. Or as of now, 30 is okay because we are not using any professional photo editing tools. It is very difficult to design at that size. Later, I will tell you few photo editing tools where you can design the pictures and you can create the animations, images and all. As of now, in MS Paint, you change the zoom level and its size will be increased. So here you can design your image. So here I'm designing the logo. That means here I'm designing a logo like this. I'm configuring some color for that. Okay. I'm defining some color here, right? And here we are adding some text into this like A. That means some A, the font size adjusted for that. Okay, so we are creating and configuring some text into that and we are designing this. You can adjust the font size, font styles, you can adjust, you can create any as per your requirement. Just roughly, we will not go much into the concept. This is what I find. And a small icon is configured here. So that means a small icon. So this is an icon here. A small icon I am designing here. Just a small icon is configured and designed here, just like this. Or I will just keep this A, that's enough. Okay, now I want this. This is actually the small option I designed as a favorite icon. I want this icon saved. So we opened that fav icon in MS Paint and we saved it. So that means it is ready. You can see that in our project. Now this fav icon, so is a small icon. You see that icon is available here. That icon is available here. So how I have done that? To first I created icons folder. In that I created a file called fav icon. Remember, you can give any name for favorite icon, but traditionally for websites, favorite icons will have the name called fav icon. Many times some people have a doubt like, can I use more than one favorite? Any number of favorite icons you can keep in your project, but page can use only one. You can apply only one icon for page. Generally, we don't use several favorite icons because that doesn't make any sense at all. Because generally we keep the company logo so as icon and it should be same across any page usually. We will not put different icons for different pages. That is senseless actually. So that is the reason there can be several favorite icons in a website, but page will use a common icon across all the pages. And the basic rules for the icon. Okay, icon is ready. We need to put this for the web page. Currently, when I open this web page, which is open here, and you see Amazon. Relation is equal to REL, relation. Relation indicates what type of file you are linking to your document. Type of file, that means not its a type, it's a relation with the current document. Its relation is used as a shortcut icon. We have to write shortcut icon. Relation is used as a shortcut icon. Remember, this is a keyword. You have to use exactly like this. So including spaces, capitalization, everything should be followed correctly. So this is not the general term. This is a keyword. You have to write exactly in this way. So relation is a shortcut, one word and space icon, shortcut icon. And so which icon you want to link? you have to define href, hyper reference. What is meant by hyphen all hyper already we know. Reference is the URL. That means path. So it refers to the path of the file that you want to link. It is present in the folder icons. In icons folder, favicon.icu, we have to define the path. Remember, whenever you are developing a website, always you have to use only virtual paths, no physical path. That means in general, normally people learning ordinary type of HTML, we see that people write the paths like this. They have to write a path for a picture or something. They will write C colon slash, so slash, so images slash icon dot jpg like this. This is completely invalid. You should never write the path for web development in this way. That is completely wrong. It may work when you are practicing in your general file system, but it will not work on servers. So physical path will never work on server. So you should never touch this at all. So simply it is useless. You cannot write like this. You have to write only virtual path. So you have to write in this way. That means any file that you are going to use, initially in the development, bring that file and keep it in your project. And from there you can refer and access and use it. So icons is the folder name. Slash, in that we have favicon.icu. Already I told you, virtual paths will use a forward slash. Physical slash will use a backslash. Here virtual path always forward slash we have to use. Okay, that is ready now. So shortcut icon is the relation, and which icon, favicon.ico. And once I save this, you can see that our favorite icon is here. And you can see that the favorite icon is there for our website. That means we can put a favorite icon for our page. And what is the point here is, when you are bookmarking this page, click on favorites, and I am adding that favorites. The title will be used as the name for the bookmark. Okay, done. After that, when you go to the list of bookmarks, in the bookmarks list, you can see Amazon will have this option. That means Amazon shopping. It will have that icon. It will be saved in the favorites and it will be shown inside this. Very important is, some old version browsers like Internet Explorer, old versions and all, they cannot show favorite icon. So their icon will be there like E for Internet Explorer. It will not change it, but latest versions of Internet Explorer supports that. Sometimes when you come with a complaint that icon is not working, so first change the browser and see. If still not working, then there may be problem in your path from where you are configuring and defining, because browser dependency also will be there. Every browser will not show favorite icons. Some browsers will put their own browser icons. They don't show any favorite icons. But these days all browsers can display favorite icons, so you can do this. So link is used for linking external file. So how we done this? First point, the process favorite icon, creating a favorite icon for website. How to create a favorite icon for website? So how we can design a favorite icon for website? Let's see the process, how to manage that. First point is create a new folder in your project. So by name icons, that is the first thing. After that, add a new file into folder, by name. So by name, so favicon.ico. Okay. Then right click on icons folder and reveal in Explorer. On favicon.ico and open with MS Paint. Open with MS Paint. After that, what you can do is you can set the page size 16 into 16 pixels. So if you are not comfortable in that small size, adjust, you can keep up to 30 is enough. More than that, it will blur your pictures actually. So 16 into 16 is the standard size actually. So we set the page size to 16 into 16, then draw an icon and save. Now go to your HTML page, go to your index.html page and link the fav icon and to link the fav icon, this is the code we have to follow. So that means this is the basic example. This is the basic syntax, how we write the code. So you have to link the favorite icon by using the relation shortcut icon and href, all this. Later we will use this link for various other options also. Then you will learn several more attributes about link. Currently 2 options are required. One is relation, another one is href. That means, so link, so relation, so is nothing but the attribute rel defines the relation. Technically, rel attribute defines the relation. Attribute rel defines the relation. Rel defines the relation. So as a relation as shortcut icon, style sheet, etc. It defines the relation as shortcut icon and all. And the attribute href, so defines the virtual path of image, so of icon, the virtual path of icon. It defines the virtual path of icon, right? That is what actually the point is, right? So you people, one more point is you log in with your registered names, right? You log in with your registered names only, and you log in with only one machine, because if our admin sees that your login name is repeated 2 times, he will block both of them. So to avoid that, please log in with your registered names, so not your PC names or anything. And if any multiple names are given to you, so our admin is going to block you. That is the reason. Avoid that, right? We can do, right? So you mute, all of you mute yourself. So close your videos also, right? So that will be helpful for others to concentrate on this, right? Otherwise, if we see this regularly happening, we will simply block you and keep you in waiting room. It's waste of time for you, right? Okay, right. Let's continue this now, right? I hope you are clear with this, how we can set a favorite icon, how we can find the favorite icon. And for this, we are using the tag link. So technically, link is used to link external files. And currently we are using only for favorite icon. Later we will use for various other occasions also. how to create favorite icon and how to use favorite icon. This is the process. So here we created the icon. We opened the icon. As I told you, you can go online. Several icon creating softwares will be there. You can design an icon there. They will give you a download option. You can download that icon, copy that into your project folder, and you can use that for your websites. So we will learn about more rules and standards in further stages when you are discussing about other options. Okay. So in the head section, two important options are there. One is the title, another one link. In the head section, so next important option, head component. Another important now is, let's put a table here. Yeah. So in the head section, head component and the description. So in the head section, another important component is after this title and link. So we are continuing that, right? We are continuing this. The next option we have is we can use a meta. Technically, what is meta and what is the purpose of meta? So this is very important. So actually, meta defines metadata. Metadata usually means information about your page, information about your page. So that means it contains information about your page. That means your HTML document. It contains information about your HTML document. It contains information. It contains information like encoding, language, culture, author, security, request and response header, so many things. That means what is meant by metadata? Metadata contains information about your page, That means it includes details. It includes details like, we can have the details like encoding language, and details like, yeah, encoding language. It contains the information like which culture you are using. It contains the information about the author of that page, information like security details, like request and response details, request and response headers. What are all those? You are going to learn few things now. All this information. And very important is, so many other details will be there in the meta. And what is the key point is, meta content is not displayed. Meta content is not displayed in page. It is not displayed in page. So meta content is used in SEO. So we call this as search engine optimization. What is that? I will tell you. So it is used by in SEO optimization. So it is used in SEO, search engine optimization, to understand your page contents properly. That is actually the concept of this meta. Right. How the meta is going to work, how the meta is going to deal with the options, we are going to deal with them. We will learn with them. 1 second. Right. So we will see that. First, we will understand the situation here, how it is going to manage actually. For example, suppose I opened some search engine. Suppose I opened some Google. And in this, we are searching for some content. Best software training institute in Hyderabad. So we are searching for something online Google, seeing a best software training institute in Hyderabad. Some details like this. Now we got some results here. Now when we got some result, some just first point is, so why these people details came at the top. That means why these websites are at the top. So in the search results. So the answer for this is 2 points are there. One is because of Google have a service called AdSense. That may be one reason. So AdSense, AdWords actually, Google AdWords. AdWords is nothing but Google have a paid service. You pay money to Google, then Google will keep your website in the top in the search results when anyone is searching for your type of business. For that, Google have an option called Google AdWords. Google AdWords is Google AdWords is one service provided by Google. It says that grow your business. That means you have a business, you are making online. So you are conducting some classes, you are some business. So you have some shop, you have some restaurant. So you can simply advertise with Google. That means now what you can do, you pay money to Google, and Google will keep your website in the top in the results always. So in the first page at the top results always. So so that your business can grow. That means if anyone is searching for your type of business, they will keep your information at the top. So that is one option. That is Google AdSense, AdWords actually. So you can advertise on Google. For that we need to pay to Google. That is one business here. So another point is SEO, search engine optimization. SEO is a technique that we use in web development, which you will learn in different stages, how to create pages SEO friendly. SEO friendly means actually the point is very simple. When I searched for these words in the search box, some results came. Now the question here is, who is searching for those results? That means I typed these keywords. And I submitted on Google. So who is searching for these keywords? Actually, the searching job is given to robots. The searching job is given to robots. We call them as web spiders and web crawlers. Web spiders and web crawlers are the robots. These robots are going to search for the database of Google and pick them and get them and show them in the results page. So if a robot is doing this work, then they cannot think sensibly every time. Then what generally they do is, for robots work according to some predefined programs. And generally what happens is, the searching of your website and showing in the results page, robots can do that only if your website have properly followed the standards. If you designed a website without any standards, then these robots are going to simply ignore them. Your website will never come in the search results. These days, nobody cares if your website comes in the search results in second page also, because very hardly you Google Search for several years, but very hardly you went to second page or third page. You will get information. You will click on only the contents that are shown in the first page of search results. Very hardly you will go to second page, third page. We don't even care for second and third page. That means these days, if your business doesn't comes to the first page of Google search, then it's very difficult to manage the business. Why? Because nobody can know about your business. That is the reason people pay a lot of money for making the business available at the top for search engine optimization. People are now learning this as a course, search engine optimization as a course, SEO course. But generally, if you learn web development with proper standards, and if you know some standardizations for search engine optimization, you can create the pages more robot friendly, SEO friendly. So making the pages SEO friendly means, so we are making the pages more robot friendly so that they can easily understand our page, pick them and show in the search results. So here, now you can see some results came. Are these results are advertising with Google or not? They are not advertising with Google. How you know they are not advertising with Google? If they are advertising with Google, Google will put a AD option, AD beside that result. I will show you. Suppose I am searching like best software training institute institute for data science in Hyderabad. That is the topic I given. Now you see suddenly several results came where you will find the word AD beside them. If you see the word AD, that means these people are paying for displaying the results at the top. And who will be the top depends on who pays more money to them. That means there will be like an auction on the tender, because if same business several people are there, which one should come at the top depends on how much they pay, right? That means so they will keep at the top. That means these all AD means they are all advertising with Google. After AD, then others will come. Then others will come. First priority is given for those advertising people. So that means the point here is when your page will come in the search results, site will come in the search results, depending on how SEO friendly you have created. And Meta is one option. Meta is one option which is used to make our SEO friendly. Very important. Meta is one option. It doesn't mean that only Meta will go and make SEO friendly. Don't think that Meta is enough for SEO. Meta is one option in SEO. So similarly, so many things will come to make pages SEO friendly. So don't think that by writing Meta it will come. You cannot practically test this now. Why? Because Meta is not tested on our local servers. Meta is tested when you hosting your website live, and when your website is live and this Meta comes to picture. This Meta comes to the picture. So that is important. That is very important. So that is the reason you need to understand. So technically you need to understand that the Meta is one option, so which you cannot see now as an output. So, but you should know about it. So which will be helpful when finally we are publishing our website live. So for that few options we need to know in Meta. That means Meta related some options we need to know. Meta has some important attributes. So what are those attributes? Let's see. That means Meta has some important attributes. And how do we define the attributes? And how do we work with those attributes? Let's see. Are Mr. Ram, are you concentrating our class? Just now in English, clearly I told you that Meta is not just only the part of SEO. It is one option in SEO. There are several other more things. Do you know English? Are you able to understand English? Right? clearly I said that Meta is one option for using SEO. Understood that English part? Mr. Ram, you understood? Again, you are asking the question, Meta will make SEO friendly, right? SEO depends on head part. What is that? Right? I hope you are clear in that. Very clear. I clearly said that Meta is one option in SEO. Right. Very good. Right. Meta is one option in SEO. So that means now again many people will come with this point. Again many people come with this point. Sir, Meta, if I write a Meta, then it will be SEO friendly. So it will not be SEO friendly. So hosting live, what do you think mean by hosting live? Tell me, Yash Gupta, what do you mean by hosting live? What do you think by hosting live? I will unmute you. Can you talk? Can you tell me? What do you think hosting means what? Live means what? What do you think? You can unmute yourself, Mr. Yash, so that you can talk. That will be better in understanding your doubt and solving your problem. Okay. Yeah. What do you think my making live means? Live means what? Making it live means what? What do you think? What you are thinking about it? Obviously, such problems regularly come, no problem. Making it work where? Making it work where? Where you are making it work? I hope you have the answer itself, right? The question and answer is with you, right? That's great. Right. You have the question and answer is also with you only. Okay. Just the point is you have to keep some concentration onto that. You will get an answer because you know that answer. Just the point is you have to know the meaning of what you are exactly asking. Then you will get an answer for that. Right. Now, what are the attributes for the Meta? So remember this again and again, right? As I already clearly told you, Meta is one option in SEO. Meta is not SEO, right? Meta is used in SEO. It is used in SEO. One option in SEO, right? That is the key point. So this point remember forever. So before having a regular confusion, right? Meta content is used in SEO. It means that it is one part of SEO. Meta is not SEO, right? That is the option you should know. Okay. Now, what are the attributes for Meta? How Meta is written? Various options are there. Technically, so Meta is not just only for SEO. So Meta content is also used for designing responsive pages. Responsive pages means a page can fit onto any device. So responsive means responsive means a page can fit onto any device like laptop or desktop or tab or mobile, anywhere it can fit onto that. So this is actually responsive means. And again, meta content is also used in designing responsive pages. That means only Meta will not make responsive pages. Meta is one option in designing responsive pages. What is responsive page? Means our page can fit onto different devices easily. Now, what are the meta attributes? That means how do we configure the meta attributes? So meta attributes. Attributes. What is the concept about meta attributes? So many meta attributes are there. So for few important attributes we need to know. So few important attributes we need to know at this level because we are at the very beginning level. In the beginning level, we cannot talk about SEO and all. That is very complicated. So in the beginning level, just we need to understand few basics of meta that will help us to deal with it correctly. So let's see at the beginning level what we need to know about meta. Few important options about meta. So that means the meta attributes. So the value for that attribute and description. Generally, so meta comes with a lot of attributes. For few important attributes that are regularly used in meta, and what are the values used for them, so is important. Let's see. First regularly used attribute is char set. Char set. So character set. So char set is nothing but meta char set. This character set is, it actually specifies the character encoding for HTML document. Character encoding for HTML document. That means it uses value like UTF-8. UTF-8. It uses the value like UTF-8. So UTF actually stands for Unicode Transformation Format. Unicode Transformation Format. Actually, the point is char set is used for. So technically, so what is this UTF? So and what is the concept of this UTF? Different character encodings will be there actually. So the main purpose of this character set is it is to make the search engine understand about which language you are using for HTML. Which language we are using for HTML means, so that means the HTML is a language. It is using English as a language for its tags and elements, for its alphabet, punctuation marks, and all this comes under that. Character encoding tells that how the characters are represented. So how the alphabets are written, how the punctuations are defined, how the spellings are defined, how the sequence is configured and all. This is what actually we call as character encoding. Character encoding. And there are different character encoding according to different languages. UTF-8, so it defines the character encoding as US English. It indicates the character encoding as US English. So encoding, it defines the character encoding as US English. So what is the key point here? That means, what is that point here? That means you are using HTML. In HTML, the language is US English. That's the reason you can see when you write any font, suppose any option. So color spelling will be COLOR. It will be not COLOUR. The character encodings are very much important. So generally, so we have different character encodings. So that, and UTF-8 is usually used for not just US English actually. So this is good for supporting wide range of browsers across all the languages, because usually this is affected both the server side, client side, and configuring them. That's the reason. So you have to choose UTF-8 as character encoding. And what is the purpose of this UTF-8? It defines the character encoding. So that means it is used to define content for all types of browsers browsers for all types of browsers and any type of content. So for all kind of browsers, for any type of content, we have to use this UTF. So technically, so when you are defining this, that means when you are configuring this, usually, so there are different languages. That means why we have to use, because HTML page, why to use it actually? HTML page can only be in one encoding. You cannot encode different parts of document. That means every HTML document should have only one coding. According to Unicode UTF-8, it supports many languages that can work in a page. That means if your page is trying to display and use different languages, it is trying to display and use different languages. So then better to define as UTF-8. UTF-8, it supports all the languages. You can simply put UTF-8. So that means if when you are designing a page and if it is using different types of languages in your pages, and the server, the search engine and the servers, they should understand about which page language they are going to deal with. In that case, if you say UTF-8, that means it may contain several languages. It may use different languages at different instances. So that is the reason. So better always configure. So this option, always configure this option and define. Very important is, many times what happens is, many people ask, if I don't give UTF-8, what will happen? If you don't give this character encoding, that means you are limiting the interoperability of the page. That means across browsers and across languages, multiple languages, it cannot work properly. So that is the reason it is important to define the standardizations. Actually, they can use different other encodings also, depending on which native language they are using and which native language they are working with, right? But important is, so for majority, for handling all types of languages which are used for encoding your content, so you can just go and use this UTF-8. You will learn more about this in further stages when we learn about language and region, how do we configure for the websites. So this is very important to define that the page can contain several languages and all the languages need to be easily understandable to the browsers. That is the reason we have to define this UTF-8 as a character set. And I already told you, in the output, it is not going to make any sense. Just in the output, it will not display anything. We have to just use meta and character set. You have to define. So UTF-8. This indicates that you are defining the language for the page. So which language encoding for the page, which supports multiple languages, not any specific language, supports multiple languages. So, and generally why the number called 8? Because usually the number 8 is referring to, why it is referred as 8? Because actually 8 is nothing but UTF-8. UTF-8 is nothing but, actually it is 1 byte. 8 means 8 bits is equal to 1 byte as per the standards, standard ASCII code, ASCII standards. And if you are using 2 bytes, so that means this is the standard. So that is 8, 1 byte means 8, UTF-8. That means it is standard, and it is mostly for all types of English you are using. So majority of Englishes you are using. You can use 2 bytes. You can use 2 bytes. 2 bytes is nothing but 2 bytes is 16-bit. 8 16-bit, 2 bytes. This is for Arabic type websites. This is for Hebrew like websites language, and most of the European scripts like German and all. So European scripts. For this we use this 2 bytes, 2 bytes. So we can use different types here, depending on the requirement. That means different types of requirement. European scripts, right? We can use for different. So that means if your content is mostly dealing with this type of English, then use UTF-8. It is Arabic or something else, Hebrew like or European scripts, we can use this. And we can use actually 2 bytes. We can also use actually 2 bytes. So UTF-16 also we can use. We can configure UTF-16 type also we can configure. So that means how you define that. So 1 byte, 2 bytes, and the 16. It depends on different languages. That means if you are using mathematical symbols, music symbols, you are developing a website with a lot of mathematical symbols, musical symbols, or you are using the languages like Korean, Japanese, Chinese characters, which websites have different content to display. So then we can go with UTF-16. UTF-16 is better for designing for such contents and configuring that contents. So until or unless it is Chinese, Japanese, Korean like contents or music have several symbols, you don't need this UTF-16. So you can just define this UTF-8, which is a standard English format for various. So this is asked regularly in interviews. What does the character set UTF-8 means? It means that it can support multiple English languages. That means multiple English means US English, UK English, Indian English, German English, French English, different types of English it will support. If you are doing with Arabic or something else other than English, then you have to use other encoding characters and define other encoding characters. These are very important for a website to understand about which language you are using for designing this web page actually. So for that, you need this option, character set. Character set is one option to deal with that, how we can define the character set, right? Next important, we have an attribute, another attribute. We have a name attribute. Meta name can have several values. It can have application name. Meta can have application name. Meta can have application name. We can define application name. And Meta can have usually author name. So we can have an author name. Means value means you can give author. So Meta can have description. Meta can have a description. Meta can have keywords. Meta can have keywords. And Meta can have viewport. We can have viewport. So what are those? I will explain few things here. Meta can have, so generator is also an option for Meta. This all you can configure for Meta. And very important is, so application name, author name, description, keywords, viewport. So it specifies the name. That means usually they are used to specify the name for it specifies the name for metadata you want to configure. And its value can be maximum 255 characters long. It cannot be more than 255 characters long. So there is a limit for that actually. How do we define the names? So what are these names? That means what is meta author? What is meta application? What is meta description? These few things we need to understand. So why we need to write them? How do we write them? We need to understand about that. So all generally you will learn in a concept of SEO. When you are learning further options in SEO, we are going to understand about them. Initially, name can be any one of these. What is description? What is author? Application name? These are important. For example, when I went into the search results, you see in the search results, some one paragraph came under the result. That paragraph tells a summary about that website actually. And this summary that comes about that website, the summary that comes about that website is not prepared by robot. Actually, this is also designed by developer. Robot will pick that summary and display under the title to tell you some information about that website in the search. That means the 2-line, 1-line summary that you are getting under that website, this information is not prepared by robot. It is actually picked by robot from your page itself. That means we have to write that 2 lines. We have to write the 2-line summary, and we need to display the 2-line summary. For example, I am searching for Naresh Technologies. When I am searching for Naresh Technologies, you can see that under that name, a 2-line summary came. This summary is also designed by our developer only. Robot is not making this summary. So it is designed by us. Then where to write this summary to show in the search results when it is working in the search results? So we have to do that by using meta. Meta name is equal to, we have to write a description. Meta name is equal to description, and meta content is some description. That means something about your website. So that means I said 255 characters maximum, not more than that. You can define some summary about your page. That will be easy, better. If you write lengthy summaries, the robots will ignore it. So they will block it, they will spam it. That's the reason we cannot violate the rules. So certain standards we need to follow in writing these summaries also. That means description and content means actually content is an attribute. Content is also an attribute. So content, it uses a string. That means it defines the content used for value. That means description is equal to description. That means example is like this. That means example, we defined meta name is description, content is this. Meta name is description and meta content is this. So content describes that, and meta has a lot of things. So lot of things which you will learn later in various stages. As of now, don't worry about this. Just you need to know what is the purpose of meta, and we are not going to see anything in the output also. Just we need to understand what they are. Later in the final deployment, you can understand how they will work for you, right? So here we need to just understand what is character set, what is name, and in the name is description, what are keywords, what is viewport. These are all things we will discuss. So, and what is the content? How do we configure them? That we will see in our next session, right? Tomorrow, no session. Again, we will continue on Monday. So Monday, we will finish working with the head section, and then we can go into the section and design the contents in the body. And if you have missed the early sessions, on Monday, we will verify how many people are there and based on that, Monday, I will tell you about the backup timings when we will conduct a backup for the people who missed out the first sessions. Okay, don't worry about anything what we haven't discussed. We will talk about only what we discussed. right? Don't talk about anything that we haven't discussed, just what we learned in the class. So up to that part only we will discuss, because all other things we are going to learn later, right? You don't need to worry about them. Without knowing that, we cannot develop a website. That is the basic thing. So whatever required for the development, we are going to learn every topic, right? You don't need to worry about the topics which need to be covered. We know what to cover. I will cover those options. Okay. You don't need to worry about that, right? Because many people immediately ask, will you show this, will you show that, right? Just wait for the concepts. After finishing the concept, if you have any doubt, you can ask, right? Until that, just follow what we are discussing. That is enough for you. Okay, right? Yes, Nikhil, what is your doubt?
आपने जो बताया था IIS के बारे में,
हाँ,
तो सर मैंने वो ऐड करने की कोशिश की थी, ऐड द वर्चुअल पार्ट। सर जब वो ऐड करते हैं ना, राइट क्लिक करके ऐड मतलब पार्ट को, तो वो दिखाता है कि योर स्पैट फाइल डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट ऑन द सर्वर।
हाँ, अब पाथ को सेलेक्ट करना है, पाथ को टाइप नहीं करना है।
ये सर सिलेक्ट ही कर रहे हैं सी से, फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है सर।
शेयर करो स्क्रीन को, एक बार देखेंगे।
ठीक है सर, एक मिनट।
शेयर स्क्रीन को शेयर करो।
गया सर?
शेयर स्क्रीन ऑप्शन है ना?
हाँ, उसी पे किया था मैंने क्लिक।
देखो एक बार फिर।
हुआ गया सर?
हाँ,
ये सर देखो।
हाँ,
हाँ, राइट क्लिक किया, ऐड वर्चुअल डायरेक्टरी। यहाँ जैसे मैंने ट्रॉपिकल, एक मिनट, ठीक है, टाइपिंग हो रही है। ये तो सर यहाँ टाइप ही नहीं हो रहा है अभी।
देखो कीबोर्ड, देखो अदर एप्लीकेशंस कहाँ है, देखो टाइप क्यों नहीं होगा?
अभी इससे पहले तो हो रहा था, अभी के क्या हो गया?
पूरा IIS को क्लोज करो एक बार।
क्लोज करो। दिख रहा है सर? हेलो,
ओपन करो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव टूल्स, IIS ओपन करो।
यहाँ ओके, यहाँ तो टाइप ही करना होगा।
स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हुआ है, देखो एक बार।
स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हुआ है। दिख रहा है सर स्क्रीन?
हाँ, और एक बार शेयर करो। हाँ,
दिख रहा है?
हाँ, वो पाथ कहाँ है? सेलेक्ट करो पाथ को। कहाँ है ड्राइव?
फिर से क्लोज करके
एक काम करो, एनी डेस्क है तुम्हारे सिस्टम में?
एनी डेस्क नो सर,
टीम व्यूअर है?
टीम व्यूअर नहीं, स्कैप होगा सर।
डाउनलोड करो, एनी डेस्क को डाउनलोड करके कल लाओ, देखेंगे। मैं सिस्टम को एक्सेस करके देखूंगा। ओके,
ठीक है सर।
हाँ।
ओके।
यस भाग्यश्री।
सर, हम जब वो आईएएस में वेबसाइट बनाते हैं तो वहाँ पे वो शॉर्टकट क्रिएट होता है वेबसाइट का।
हाँ,
एक्चुअली मैंने करके देखा तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आया कि आइकॉन जो है वो शॉर्टकट करके क्रिएट होता है या नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने करके देखा तो उस पे वो मैंने फिर से आईएएस ओपन किया ना तो तभी वो वेबसाइट का शॉर्टकट क्रिएट दिखा रहा था मुझे, मतलब लोगो जो दिखाता है स्टार्टिंग
एक
में
बार
वो।
शेयर करो स्क्रीन को, देखेंगे।